You know those school pictures that you get sheets and sheets of, and you're supposed to cut them into little individual rectangles and write something witty and sentimental on the back and exchange them with your classmates? Well, I always had a hard time with that. I mean, not that I don't like sharing or that I don't want a picture of you, but why does having a picture of you mean that I have to give up a picture of me? I mean, it's a picture of me. Doesn't it make more sense that I have it than you do? Now, I'm not discounting friendship. I just don't think it should come at the cost of self-knowledge. And self-knowledge is my goal in life. That's why I still have my baby book. My grandmother's antique desk filled with old stuff. I just can't get enough of this stuff. And I figure if I bring my school papers home and put them in the trunk and save them long enough, then one day I'll have cool old stuff too. So one day I come home from school and I go to put my little mitt full of papers into my trunk and I open it up and it's empty. I run and find my mother and ask her where she put all my papers, and she says, "Oh yeah, we burned them." Burned them? In that moment, I know exactly what I have to do. Never throw anything away again. I know that I need to begin the documentation of my life through photographs and artifacts and physical reminders of places and times, and to see to it that these items remain safely within my care forever. I will build a grand mosaic of berryness. Pictures of me, pictures by me, stuff made by me, stuff made for me, pictures of stuff made by me for someone else, a Mobius strip of self. And only then will I know intimately the complicated mechanism that is me. Losing my school papers has left me fragmented, so clearly saving everything from this point forward will make me whole again. According to the Hindus, there are three great mysteries: air to the bird, water to the fish, and man to himself. Well, I will solve this mystery of man to himself through the power of stuff. This is my manifesto. And there's another car coming really fast, and the next thing I know, Nanny and Papa are waking me up, telling me that my mother's dead. And a week later, my estranged stepfather pulls up in a U-Haul and loads up everything from our house, the TV, the beds, the silverware, the furniture, everything that's not our toys and clothes, and even all the photos. And he drives away, leaving me with this abstract and blurry record of the last few years of my mother's life. Because now the moment is more precious than ever, and it has to be preserved, because you never know when the moment will change. I mean, one minute you're waving goodbye, and the next you're wishing you'd taken just one last picture. Guess I'm going to be starting high school in California now, even though the baby book thinks I'm still back in Mississippi. There is nothing on this page to indicate that I'm about to show up in a place like this, looking like this. And sounding like this.
Oh, it's raining, but you can't even tell it.
Look, I'm still mystified by the fact that most adults don't have their tonsils. You know, I don't mean have their tonsils, I mean, you know, have their tonsils. If the unexamined life is not worth living, then the undocumented life must be even worse. So I lock myself in my room for weeks. I don't eat. I don't really sleep. I don't bathe. I just scan. And I go a little bit insane. And each new stack of pictures and pile of stuff is filled with memories, and it's intense and bottomless. No matter how much I scan, the unscanned pile doesn't seem to be getting any smaller, but I'm determined, because this is what I need to do to preserve my stuff and to preserve me. And one night, I'm up late scanning and sifting and sorting, and I come across a picture that I've never seen before. Well, it's Pawpaw. Obviously, I've got loads of pictures of Pawpaw, you know. I've even got a picture of him with his pants down, for God's sakes. But as I hold this picture, I realize that even though he's barely in the frame, I feel like as if he's standing right in front of me. And I realized that by feeling so much with so little, I could feel the same thing if this is all there was to the picture. Or even this. If I never see another picture of Pawpaw, I could still feel this. My wallowing in the past has suddenly made me very present. It's a feeling that doesn't need a stack of pictures or a box full of crap to hold your emotions in. I mean, life is going to hand you stuff, probably lots of stuff, and you get to decide how much of it you keep and where you keep it and how you present it, and maybe even you have some say in whether it causes melancholy or mirth. And you know who would have loved this page? Pawpaw. Not because he's into philosophy or poetry. He wasn't. He wasn't at all. But he was always just so good at finding the silliness, even in the most deep situation. And he was the only one who could make me laugh after my mother died. And he was just so good at choosing mirth over melancholy. And I think that's why Pawpaw would have appreciated this page so much, because right here in the midst of all this profound philosophical musings, it's my ass. Thank you.